are currently on the beautiful island of Samoa in the middle of the Pacific, and we've been here now for around 5 days and it has been so amazing. We arrived on Thursday and we really wanted to see a Pacific island because we've never been on this side of the planet, and we really wanted to experience the culture here, see the nature, just the island life, how the people live here, and get to meet the locals. And we were so lucky that we had the opportunity to do that, because actually the first 4 days we stayed with a local family, and that has been such a beautiful experience because we didn't experience Samoa through the eyes of the tourists, but really through the eyes and through the life of the locals themselves. And yeah, we feel truly blessed that we had the chance to do that, because we met a Samoan the first day that we arrived here, and then we got invited into the home. So yeah, I will show you now something about those past 4 days when we were sleeping in the home of the local family. They have been so lovely to us and so nice, really so welcoming, and it has been truly amazing.
Thank you very much. Aloha, thank you. How many pigs do you have?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and it's something we never see.
You visit the Satria Chot.
Angoni. Angoni.
Suka, suka, suka. Suka.
Don't know why
They are beautiful. I enjoy it. Really? Yes. I thought yes, she finally said yes to help. Yes. Okay. Wow. Walang ikaw.
No, we have to come to Samoa.
Wow.
The place that has the most activities is where I'm at. So it's really inspiring to see.
Go! Ready, I. Under the thing like this. And that should do it.
Đi yêu đâu rồi đâu con. Cho để pha mà chín mất rồi. À phê yêu đi.
Come here.
Because the ends are
So we didn't only get to meet a lovely family and lovely people, but we also got to see how they prepare their food in the morning and in the evening and how close they are still to their food. because they make everything from scratch and they grow a lot of their own food and they know where everything comes from, and it's so different than how we live or how many other people live. And it's so important that you know where your food comes from and that you have a plate of food and it has grown on a tree that's standing next to you, and it's so beautiful and so it feels so much better than buying a package of food at a supermarket. So I feel so lucky that I got to experience that and I got to see that lifestyle, and that even motivates me more to try and grow my own food in the future and to live closer to the produce, and also to appreciate things so much more. So it has truly been amazing those past 4 days, and now we have traveled on the other side of Hawaii. That's the island where we are. It's the biggest island of Samoa, and we are sleeping in a beach valley now, and we're staying here for another night, and then we go to the other side of the island, and we still have a few more days here, so I'm really excited for all the other things that we're going to experience. Place where we are staying, which is completely lovely. I did notice a few things of our trip to Samoa. We were quite unprepared for this trip, so I only brought a very small flask of sunscreen. I didn't bring any aloe vera or anything for after sun to protect our skin. What else? I didn't bring any insect repellent, even though I get very often stung by mosquitoes, and normally you can just buy that at your destination, but here actually on Hawaii it's really hard to get sunscreen, or insect repellent doesn't exist here, or at least not the one that you put on your skin. But we managed. The lady here of our new accommodation was super lovely to give us some sunscreen, and I bought this hat at a supermarket, which I found because I didn't bring a hat also, and yesterday I got quite sick from the sun, so I needed something to protect my head, which I found. So we are managing, and in the end all is well. But I thought if you only travel to a destination like Samoa, it's good to bring enough sunscreen and to bring insect repellent and stuff to protect your skin, because not everything is here, because the supermarkets are very small and don't have a lot of products. But I'm super happy, and we are in such a beautiful place now, so everything is good. En even in Nederlands, waar het op neerkwam, is dat ik heel veel dingen had moeten meenemen die ik niet heb meegenomen, omdat ik daar helemaal niet aan heb gedacht. Zoals genoeg zonnebrand en aftersun en iets voor de insecten, omdat ik super veel door muggen gestoken word. En hier bestaat dat niet echt, of sommige dingen zoals insect repellent hebben ze hier niet, en zonnebrand is ook heel erg lastig om te krijgen. Dus dat zijn allemaal lessen die ik meeneem naar de volgende keer. En het werkt. Of we hebben zonnebrand gekregen van iemand, dat is super lief, waar ik mijn fles weer mee kan hervullen. En voor de rest, ik heb deze pet gekocht, zodat ik niet ziek word van de zon. Want gisteren was ik een beetje ziek geworden en ik had geen pet meegenomen, maar gelukkig had ik deze gevonden. Dus op zich, langzaamaan verzamelen we een beetje wat ik vergeten was. Maar foutje in de voorbereiding, laat ik het zo zeggen. Maar we hebben het hartstikke goed hier, dus alles is goed. So today is already our last day in this accommodation, and tomorrow we go back to Opulu, to the other island of Samoa. So we are going to try to catch a bus from here to the wharf so that we can get a ferry to the other island, and then catch a bus to Apia, to the main city of Samoa. And from there on we will go to our next accommodation. But the buses don't go regularly here. So we have to see if we make it to the ferry on time, but we just want to take the bus because it's such a cool experience to be in the bus here, because it's so different and it's just so cool. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So we are currently in our next accommodation, and the trip to get here was completely crazy. It's so we went by bus because we really love taking the bus here, but to be completely honest, we just started to do that because we were completely unprepared for this trip. So we were too late with renting a car or a scooter, so we actually didn't really have any other option. But luckily we really love taking the bus and it has worked out quite well. But yesterday we had to look for a bus in Apia, in the main city, to go to the other side of the island. But here you don't have bus numbers or bus times or anything that indicates which bus is exactly going where and what time they will depart. So our mission was to just find the right bus, and that was indeed a mission. We were walking around and we were asking around, and then people were really lovely. The Samoans were really lovely helping us, but one person told us to go to a certain bus, and then a person in that certain bus told us to go somewhere else. So we couldn't really figure out which bus it was, and then at one point we just decided on one bus, and we thought, okay, we sit in here. As soon as I see the bus driver, I will walk up and I will ask if we're in the right bus to go to the other side and to our accommodation. Well, so after a while the bus was already packed. The bus driver came in, so I walked forward and I asked him, oh, are you going to this place? And I showed him the maps, and he said, no, I'm not, but I'm going close there. I'm going quite close. So I thought, well, perfect, good enough for us. So we sat down and we thought we would just figure out, well, we will just stay as long as possible in the bus, and then when the bus ends we will just figure out what we do then, but at least we will be kind of in the right area. So we sit in a bus, and the bus was so full. It was crazy packed. I didn't know that a bus could get that full. And the thing is that as soon as you walk in, as we walked in, Byron and me, people were standing up for us immediately. So we said, no, we are going to stand because we came in quite late. And they said, no, sit down. I said, no, we can stand, really, no problem. But then a Samoan girl who could speak really well English, she told me that it's actually in their culture that they stand up for people from abroad, and that's what they learn to do, and it's out of respect. So she said, oh, you should really take the seat because we do that out of respect, and it's really part of Samoan culture. So Byron and me sat down, but you feel really bad because everybody is standing up, and also people were sitting on each other's laps. It was really the most full bus I've ever seen on the internet or in real life ever. And I thought the people that were sitting on top of each other actually knew each other. I thought, oh, it's just, family members or friends, and they thought, oh, we just make even more space. But that's not the case. It's people that don't even know each other, but they just sit on top of each other just because that's what they do. It was crazy. I mean, people were so lovely, but it was a crazy bus ride. And then the bus driver, after 20 minutes, he stopped at a little supermarket so that people can get out and do their groceries, and then he just waits until everybody has done their groceries. So everybody walked out, did their groceries for half an hour, and then after half an hour people came back, and then we continued our trip. And the girl, the Samoan girl that I was talking to, she was so sweet, and she got me and Byron a can of soda, and I again told her, no, that's really not necessary, super sweet of you. But she said, no, it's what we do, you know, because you're from abroad, so this is what I want to give to you. It was so sweet, but yeah, it made us feel really bad that they were being so kind to us. So in the end, well, we sat in a bus for a long time, and I was chatting to this Samoan girl because she was sitting on the lap of the lady that was sitting next to me. So we were really close to each other, so we could talk for a long time, and that was really amazing. I got to know her very well, and I got to know more about Samoa. So I loved the bus ride. I always do. I loved it. But then we were getting to the other side of the island, because I thought, oh, the bus will just get empty and emptier. But everybody had to go to the other side of the island, so for 2 full hours we were with this packed bus, and then only after 2 hours people slowly started to get out. And then in the end we were just left with a few people, and then the bus broke down. At one point there was this huge cloud of smoke coming out of the front of the bus. And I told Byron, I looked at him and I said, do you see that smoke, and do we need to get out? Like, is there a fire or something wrong? And everybody was so calm. Like, the Samoan people, they are so calm. It was like nothing was going on, even though the bus was basically on fire. So we had to get out. The bus driver said, okay, sorry, my bus is broken, so I cannot bring you any further. So he said, oh, no problem. So we just walked out. We were still quite far from our accommodation, but then we got picked up by another Samoan guy, and he dropped us off at our accommodation. So in the end it took us over 3 hours, I think, to get here, and it was an adventure. It was highly uncomfortable but amazing, and that's the thing. If you get in situations like that, it's always the most amazing memories. So I completely loved it. So the fact that we were really unprepared for this trip actually gave us the gift that we have used the bus system a lot, and otherwise we might not have done that if we had a car or a scooter. So that's really cool. Yeah, so we are now in the next accommodation, and it's evening now, but tomorrow I will show you. We now have a little closed valet, and I will show you tomorrow what it looks like and show you more about the place. And I'm really excited to spend the last few days that we are in Samoa here. So this is our little cabin. So here we have our wardrobe. This is everything Byron and me took for 12 days. So not too bad, I think. This is the beach, this is our view, which is amazing. Beautiful. Here we have 2 apples. That's going to be our lunch. They are nicely packed in this fancy tissue paper. This is our toiletries, our library, and our game section. Then we go to the master bedroom, which is here. This is the bed, and this is our fan, which is amazing. And then here we have a can of peanuts, some anti-sting cream that I got from a lovely couple that we met here in Samoa, because they don't sell it here. And I was having a lot of bites from mosquitoes, so they really saved me by offering me their cream, so I'm super thankful for that. And then there is some baby lotion that we are using as an after sun. And that's it. And this here is Byron. We have to sell our van in 1 day when we get back from Samoa, so he's doing the logistics. So he's doing very well.